Now, this will not be the best way for humans to look for food. You'll be risking your life, isn't it? Okay. And that is why God has designed a different way of getting food, which is not this risky. Okay? Are we together? Yeah, kids will always be kids. But I want us to learn something from here. Do you think this kid is doing the right thing? Huh? We used to do this when we were grazing, long time ago. Okay? We used to drink milk directly from the udder. So is there any problem with that? Yes, any problem with that? So in the year 1860, there's a guy called Louis Pasteur. He's the one who started what we call treatment of milk. But I just want to make some things clear here. That treating something that is living will kill it. In fact, if you want to drink milk, the best way to drink milk is this way. Because anytime you boil it and you treat it, you kill it. And you can do a very simple experiment. Calves that have been given milk that is boiled die within a week. Are you aware? They die. Why do they die? Because you have interfered with the life in that milk. So all species of animals have been designed to suckle milk directly. So kama uko na mke na huwa anakamua maziwa, anaachia house help, hiyo ni mbaya sana. So do not encourage them to do that, because that one is, you'll be interfering with the life in that milk. Okay? So this is the best way. But you see now the problem is, humans do not believe and are not contented with their milk. The only species in the entire planet that consumes another species' milk is human being. And the only animal that consumes milk when it is an adult, it's a human being. Okay? Give me any species that uses milk when it is an adult. Pana. It's the one unaipatia. Yeah? Hizo ni tabia zako. You are the one who has trained the cat to be okay, to be taking milk. Anyway, these are the facts of nature. You boil milk and then you destroy it. So what do? Should you consume it raw? Or what should you do to the milk? Be contented. Be contented with your... Because milk is species specific. Human milk is designed for infants and for baby humans. Okay? And why is the reason for that? Because there's a scientific explanation to that. You know, human milk contains more fat than proteins. So God does not intend the babies to gain weight very fast. Now, fat is very important for the brain. Okay? So that is why if the mother is breastfeeding well and ensures the baby latches to the breast up to that minutes and above, so the baby is going to get the hind milk, which has a lot of fat, very good for the brain. So God is interested in intelligence. He's not interested in a lot of weight. What is the use of a big baby that is just empty? Okay? There is no use. So for humans, we need intelligence. And that is why if human beings were to hunt, they would endanger the species. Why? Because carnivores, when they are hunting, they do not look for the strongest animals. Otherwise, that one will endanger their lives. So they look for the animals that are weak. In fact, if there was a three-legged animal in the herd, carnivores would go for that. But for human beings, do you think they will go for the three-legged? Wanatafuta ile mnono. The one that can further the species further. The one that has the strongest seeds. Unaangusha hiyo. Sasa, ruhusu poachers waingie park. They are going to cause extinction of the species. And that is why God will not allow our diet to be meat, because we are intelligent, we are going to drop the strongest animals. And that is how we can do away with a generation, an entire generation. So this kind of diet was given to stupid animals. They will be looking for the diseased, the animals with problems with maybe their feet, one-eyed animals that can't see. So those are the animals they eat. And you see, a lion can eat an animal with cancer. In fact, it can eat the cancer itself, but it will not die from the cancer. Zinaonyesha hiyo acid ni kali sana. Hiyo inasaga cancer yote. So for that reason, in the polar countries, wale watu wako na kidney stones, wanaambiwa wakunywe mafuta ya wakunywe, yani wanaua the bear, alafu wanatoa ile maji yake ya nyongo. Sawa, wanakunywa. And that one clears the kidney stones. Kama kuko na tumor ina clear. Sawa. Because those animals are suited. They are adapted to that. Now, this is the kind of food that is designed for us. Food that is stationary, is not running away. You just can't pick and start eating, isn't it? I have a question. Assuming you sent a 5-year-old who was hungry. Waambia hapo mezani kuna chakula. Kuna hii na kuna hii. Mtoto wa miaka 5. Akija atachukua gani? Which one looks like food here? Those kids are very intelligent. Unakuja unamuuliza, mbona hujachukua hii? Hapana, hii si chakula. But for human beings, they will come here. For adults, okay? Now that means there is a problem. Does this look like food? Is it attractive? Does it have the color of food? Does it have the face of food? Because food should be attractive. We go for the attractive, the better colors, the one that is shiny white. That is where more nutrients are concentrated. So this is what we call the primitive intelligence. That is intelligence before the Mzungu came to interfere with diet. Now today, we are spoiling our food. There's a chemical called Roundup, and you have seeds we call Roundup Ready seeds. Even if you spray them with Roundup, they are going to withstand the poison from the Roundup. All other weeds are going to die. But that seed will be so stubborn, it can't die because it has been genetically engineered. Now let's go to primitive intelligence. And somebody conducted an experiment. He placed one of the maize, which was GMO, and another one that was organic. He wanted to test whether when the squirrel comes, which one is the squirrel going to start with. And you can see it started with the organic, but when it became so hungry, that is when it started to pick on the GMO. So this is what we call primitive intelligence of animals. Okay? Kwa hivyo ukiona mahindi na kulwa na panya, hii iko sawa. Na ukiona nyama ambayo haiguswi na inzi, hiyo inakwambiaje? Hiyo nyama ni mzuri kweli? Siku moja jaribu kuweka blue band ukiwa umefungua uweka hapo mahali kuko na inzi, uniambie kama inzi atauza hiyo kitu. Lakini wewe ukija, wewe ile kitu yako iko wapi? Sawa. Anyway, these animals will help us to know. Will help us to, go back to what we call the primitive intelligence. So that is why I said the other time that we have what we call genuine and fake food. If you have to read the ingredients to know this is food, then it's not. Because food is obvious. You can see it, you can smell it, you can touch it, it is food. Do you have to define it for me? Lazima uniambie hii ni chakula. So if you have to take effort to list for me the ingredients, then that is not food anymore. Sawa. And lastly, in the new earth, this is what we are told. That they shall not build another inhabit. Na tunaposema hii, mnajua watu ambao wamebomolewa nyumba, hii haitakuwa. They shall not plant and another eat, for as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. 25, the wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and the dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt or destroy in my holy mountain, saith the Lord. Kwa hivyo, haitakuwa rahisi mtu ambaye anapenda nyama kuingia mbinguni, because utakula nani? Sawa. Na unasikia hata simba anakula nyama. Kwa hivyo ulizia kuku, anajua huyu jamaa anaharibu the order. So he that killeth an ox is as if he slew a man. He that sacrifices the lamb is he that cut off a dog's neck. So there will be no shedding of blood there. And we have a scientific reason today that we are going to get a lot of nutrients. We are going to get rid of diseases if we concentrate on what we call whole plant-based foods. So they are very key when it comes to managing disease. Thank you so much. We've come to the end. Any question or comment? Yes, we have a question here.
I was asking about meat consumption.
Yes.
Does it mean that in those people who love eating meat a lot, there are those diseases that are caused by a lot of meat? Does it mean like gout?
Yes, gout is one of them.
Does it mean that the gout is caused by the excesses, too much?
Yes, you know what causes gout? Proteins are key when it comes to reducing the lifespan. In fact, one way to reduce the lifespan of people is to encourage them to use animal proteins. And that's the reason why carnivores, lifespan compared to the one of the herbivores have a much longer lifespan. So proteins are meant to deal with people who have long life so that it comes short. And how it does that is because proteins are not stored in the body. If you consume excess, they will be converted into very toxic substances such as uric acid. Uric acid will give you gout. So tulipokuwa tunaongea kuhusu mwende mkiwa watu wanne mugawane kuota, kuna watu walicheka hapo akasema wewe unatukataza. Man, where are you going to store all that protein? Sasa, and you are above 30 years. Hiyo nyama yote unataka kupeleka wapi? There is no storage for proteins in the body. So you just eat enough. It's enough for your maintenance, and then the rest you share with somebody else. Otherwise, if you abuse proteins, you're going to generate a lot of waste in your body, and this is how you reduce your lifespan. So, now carnivores do not eat meat the way we eat. It takes about 7 to 10 days before a carnivore consumes another meal. So you can find a lion that has stayed even for a whole month without eating. And when it gets a meal, that will be adequate to take it for another 2 weeks. Lakini mwanadamu ukimwachilia nyama anaweza kula kila siku. So he can cause extinction of species. Wewe ngoja uone ng'ombe zitaisha. Na hii ni meno ya mwanadamu ambayo hata haina uwezo wa kutafuna, lakini anang'ang'ana tu. Na huwa naona hata watu wazee ambao hawana meno, heri tu isuguliwe ameze mate lakini asikia amefanya nini? Unaona tu there's a lot of appetite when it comes to meat, but please be careful of uric acid. Hiyo ndio imeletea wanaume wengi hata mambo ya prostate. Okay, unaona mtu mkojo ilikuwa inaenda mbali kitambo, angesimama hapa, mkojo inaenda hivi inateremka. Siku hizi sawa, because of yes, we are eating a lot of proteins and they are messing us up. Yes. Nini? Man, you're talking of 10 days. I'm talking of 1 month. Equals 2 sawa. Equal 2 sawa. Huh? You know, the issue of appetite is affecting human beings more than animals. Sasa, kuna mambo mengi tuko na appetite ya kama chakula. You see the basics we talked about. So human beings have a problem with appetite for food. Na hiyo ndio imechangia magonjwa mengi sana. One way you are going to overcome problems in the body is to tame your appetite for food. Kama unaweza enda siku 2 bila kula, wewe ni mwanaume. Sasa, if you go to the pastoralist communities, wale watu wanatembea sana. Jamaa atakula asubuhi, alafu anaingia kwa msitu, anaenda, and he can go for distance, na labda atapata chakula kesho jioni, na ako tu sawa. Okay, but for human beings, especially those ones in towns, they have a problem with appetite. They also have a problem with appetite for women. This is also another problem. Let me tell you, in the animal world, it is not guaranteed that all animals will have sex in their lifetime. Zingine zinakufa hazijaipata mke. Na hiyo iko sawa. Iko sawa kwa wanyama. Lakini mwanadamu complaining sijui. Elephants can go, and antelopes and buffaloes for their whole life without having sex. Because when it comes to mating, it is so intelligent that the females, only the strongest animals and the fittest animals are allowed to mate. Okay? Zingine zitapigwa na ndume, hizi zingine na ikigongwa ijue hapa zitairudi tena. Because ukinigongea mke if you threaten to kill me because of, okay, then I avoid. Lakini wanadamu they don't believe that they can go without that. Okay, so that is why we have so